Hello! Thank you for joining me for today's collective angel card reading. Angel messages from Mother God, Source Creator, and the angels. Again, I will be using the Seven Energies Oracle deck. It is the newest deck to my collection, and I love it, and I'm really enjoying practicing with it. So thank you for joining me. I will be doing the same structure that I did last time. I really enjoy the 3-card reading because it's nice and short, but it also is very detailed. So the first card represents the current situation and the energy at play. The second card represents the solution to what's going on and what can make your experience more grand. And the third card represents the outcome. So if you take the advice of the angels, what will come of it? So let's see what we've got going on. While we were shuffling, one card jumped out, and then as you saw, like another one just popped out. Wow, the sun rays coming in the window are just phenomenal. I had to make a makeshift tripod for my phone. I Googled DIY phone tripod. Come on, angels. One more card, angels. That's too many. And it's working. So if it moves, it's just, you can take a paper cup and make 2 slits, one on each side, and stick your phone in there. So that's what I did, and it seems to be working brilliantly. Thank you, angels, Mama, Galactics, elementals, for being here with us today for this reading. Let it bring us guidance to help us all reach higher self-embodiment. Let's see. Oh, angels, should I just take the top card? Ooh! Oh, lots and lots and lots of cards. Okay. Thank you. Beautiful card on the bottom of the deck is a burst of magic. How pretty is that card? 48 card, that's 3, which is community and childlike wonder. So a burst of magic. May we all have a burst of magic infused into our days today. Living in the present moment of now. Love everywhere present. How can we serve love? How can we bring more love into the physical? All right, so let's see. It's interesting because yesterday, after I did the collective reading, I pulled a few more cards, and I was going to do another one just because it was so much fun. But I ended up putting them away, and I reshuffled the deck, and this one was on the bottom of the deck. It's the 33 card, and it says ears wide open. So this is our current energy. Wow, it's a beautiful card. Ears wide open. I'm going to go ahead and read the message from the book. Deep listening as a gift we give to others. Understanding someone else's needs. Showing focused attention. Tuning in to another and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. So when we take a second to look at the macro instead of the micro and stop focusing on everything that we don't like about our lives and understand that we are here for a bigger reason. We are here to help the next stage of the awakened move into transition into 5D. And we are here to guide them home like fishermen from Mother God. And it's time for us to really be the listeners, be the ones that are there, And we don't have to really go out and look for people. They will come to us. We just need to listen. So if people come to you and want to talk, be ready to hold space for love. And then if they ask you for advice, that's when you can go ahead and offer the lessons that you've learned from your experience for the teachings of Mom. The world is constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard. When we feel insignificant, it's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now is the time to let all that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. And this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. When you are in the space of receptivity, letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open, and you will find more than you were searching for. It's beautiful. I know that totally resonates with me. Thank you, angels, for the message. It is true. When we find ourselves overwhelmed or surrounded by chaos, it's mastery to be able to be present no matter what situation. So if a lot is going on around us, we can still be listening intently on the conversation at hand with the one individual and not allowing ourselves to get sidetracked, because it's important to be fully in the present moment of now. I resonate with that completely. I recall as of late having conversations and having other things going on around me and just getting distracted and not paying full attention. And that's not being present. And that's not giving the person respect that you are focused on. It's an aloof energy. What is the solution to this aloof energy, to being more focused and more centered in the present moment of now? Angels say, willing release. This is beautiful. I love this card. It's the dandelion, white poofies. Willing release. It's like simple to let go. And maybe using creative visualization to really help us do that. It's amazing that I get the visual of that. It's all of these things, they used to serve our good. It used to be purposeful. It used to be petals on our flower. And now it's turned into these things that are ready to let go of. So if we can imagine just a big gust of wind, Mom's love coming through and blowing in our energy body, and just allowing these things to drift away so we can be clear again, to bring in the next stage and the next stage, not holding on to what once was, being free and allowing the new to come in. New experiences, new miracles, new energies. Being grateful, even though we don't know. I'll see what's in the book. This is number 49. Is this the last card? This might be the last card. Okay. Yielding to a divine plan. Wow. Releasing attachment to form, especially if something wasn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. Some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer and focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that in our co-creative partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions, but you must then surrender to the form, the timing, and the how to your higher power. There is a divine plan for each of us. When acting on this faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. Right now, you can immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will on your behalf, without interference. Can you be open to receiving what is yours, even if it is not packaged in the form you thought you wanted? Perhaps if you look deeper, you will see that you've received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. You have put in the work, defined your desires and felt them deeply, and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy, and patience erodes the foundations of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? Trust. We don't really know why we're thrown into certain situations, or we don't know what we're going to do next, but it's allowing. Surrendering to the divine plan. Just waiting and not trying to jump ahead or figure it out. We can't figure it out. We just have to allow the experience. Thank you, angels. And the final card for the reading is another 3 card. It's amazing that we got 33, 49, which actually is 13, is a 4. And then 21, which is another 3 card. So 6, 4, 3. Expose, this is the outcome. If we just fully surrender. Wow, I love these cards so much. Exposed and revealed. Seems like we get truth, you know? If you just surrender and allow the experience. 21. Healing shame, the imposter syndrome, letting go of self-condemnation, freedom from past unresolved wounds, focusing on self-worth and the underlying beauty in rejection. When you experience shame, you don't just feel you've done something wrong, you feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you, and the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are steeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. Here's the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. Consider whether you could have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that matched all your inner pain points. If someone is shaming you, perhaps you have triggered them. How miserable they must be to expend their energy on such toxicity. They are drinking poison, hoping you will get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame. You can only show compassion for both them and yourself. Set a healthy boundary and refuse to fan the flames. Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over, and surrender to a higher power. There is a sacred quality to the vulnerability inherent in admitting you can't do this alone. When you allow yourself to be laid open in this way, You gain a beautiful new perspective. Then the healed shame has the infinite power of the divine to set you free. I don't know about you, but just those words make me feel activated. So often in taking accountability for our experience, it's easy to feel shame and guilt in regards to what's going on, because we know that we created it by our thoughts and our actions and everything. It comes out of us because everything is energy. As within, so without. And that's why we can take accountability for our environment. But there's no shame. It's all the experience. There's no sense in having guilt. We can forgive ourselves because we strive to be better. And we surrender. Release of shame. Release of guilt. Release of these feelings that have held us back from being great. It does lead to freedom. I feel like every day the end goal is freedom, is the end result. This is the gift. This is what we all want, right? Freedom to love, to be ourselves, to express ourselves, to find out who we truly are, to do what we can. And every moment just to exist as love, to anchor in love for the divine plan. But if we're constantly feeling shameful and guilty of the things that we do, then we basically negate what we're doing. So stand true in what you believe is right. Feel into your heart. Am I serving love? Can I be doing more? Can I be doing greater? Can I be helping in a different way? And if it feels good, then go for it and trust in it and believe in it and put your energy towards it. No shame, no guilt. That's not real. Love is real. God is real. Heaven is real. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day.